Hey guys, it's Numa, and I'm doing a chill video today. We're gonna be going over the new Fist of the North Star collab. And before we go over this, I'm gonna say really quickly, you can go over to the recap at the end. But if you're not super serious about this game, then this collab is pretty bad. Like, it's not really worth it. I mean, it's 5 gems, and some of the characters are really good, but I don't think it's worth it. Alright, starting off with Kenshiro. Base evolution, not that good, don't use it, yep. Hook to Shinken Master evolution, it's pretty decent, that's all I'll say. The Jammer Resistance Plus is kind of useful, but everything else is kind of useless. I'd say don't use it. The one I'd be using is Hook to Shinken Successor Kenshiro with 2 80% enhances and 3 7Cs. It's basically like Suo. He kind of just has basically 4 7Cs if he has plus 80 HP. If he doesn't have more than 80% HP though, then he's kind of just a normal character. His skill, not that good to be honest. It's cool that he extends your finger by 7 seconds, but everything else is not too worth it. His leader skill, it's super outdated. It's like Ed's. It would have been really good a long time ago when Ed was #1, but right now, yeah, it's not that good. It can't handle multi-hit attacks like Goemon's, so you can't really deal with much of the alternate arenas. So I wouldn't really use him. And as a sub, there's no good strong fire leaders right now. So I mean, if a good one comes out, then Kenshiro will be really good, maybe, apart from the skill. But right now, I don't know how worth it is. But this weapon though, this weapon's pretty good. It has a 2-1-1 resistant, and his skill, it's decent. But I mean, it's cool that it takes 20 turns to charge, so you don't really have to worry about it. But the thing is, having a 2-1-1 resistance, if you look on the side, it's a low squares. That's if the one with the X's, that's what I'm talking about. There's weapons that are better, like Eris. Like the weapons with 2-2 resistance are much easier to combo with each other. And these 2-1-1s are kind of hard to. But if you get Kenshiro's jacket and a character I'll talk about later, I think his name is Raoul, his weapon, then you can cover a pretty good amount of area with the gimmicks. Alright, next up is Raoul. Base evolution, not that good. Conqueror of Heaven's Raoul evolution, it's like Kenshiro's. The only good thing about him is the blind resistance plus, but everything else is pretty garbage. The one that you really want is Greatest Enemy Raoul. This is probably the one character you want the most in this gacha. His awakenings are pretty good, yeah. But his leader skill, it makes him a really good lab character, if that's what you call it. Y'all can tell me in the comments if you know. It's the process of repeating a dungeon over and over to get the character you like, so you can farm it. The 50,000 damage at the end, the bonus damage at the end, plus the knees hex system, works really well with this skill. So you can just I think you can lap, not alternate, but grotesque being with Raoul, I think. His weapon is pretty good, like Kenshiro's. It's another 2-1-1 gimmick block, but it has 2 fire enhances. So it's like I said, 2-1-1s aren't as good as 2-2s, but this one will be a lot more useful when a fire attribute character comes out, like a good leader. Then it's gonna be really good. And the skill, it's okay. It's not gonna be good until a good fire leader comes out. But yeah, that's it all. Alright, next up is Kaiyo. Looking at his awakenings, you might think he's not amazing. And I mean, you're right, unless you're super serious about the game. You have to be extremely serious to actually use this character. Because when you look at his leader skill, it literally has no activation requisite for it. You can get 8 times plus get a bonus attack by just clearing an orb no matter what. So it might be good for lapping. That's all it is. It might be good if you're super serious. But it actually becomes a good character when it gets created in the new Century Kaiyo. Awakening is pretty good, yeah. But his leader skill though, it will go really well with Ina right now. Ina's one of the top leaders in this game right now, if you look at my tier list before. But it has the character called Phenom, and Kaiyo might be able to replace it, but not really. If you have Phenom, then don't get Kaiyo. But if you really desperately need a character for Ina, then you could get Kaiyo. That's all it is. He's a worse version of Phenom. But I'd say don't get him, because in Japan right now, they're getting the music lab, I forgot what it's called. And they're coming back, so Phenom is coming back. So I'd say hold off, and yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go through the 6s and 5s really quickly. The star 6, star 5s. Toki, looking at his stats, you're not really gonna use any of them apart from the last one. He will be really good for lapping. That's all it is. Yeah. He might be a good lap character, but otherwise, don't aim for him. Next up is Judea. Judea, let's ignore the base evolution. No one cares about that. Post-evolution Judea, though, her awakenings are super good. She's a really good support character. She can boost your healing in your team a lot. I mean, her super awakening, though, is not too useful. It's kind of disappointing. But her skill is pretty good. She's really similar to air. So when you're in a desperate situation where you don't have hero orbs, you can use Judea's skill to save yourself. She's definitely not a leader. Her leader skill is not amazing. And there's better characters like attribute healers, though, that can replace her. Like Kanna from the Shina Bansho collab. She's a lot better than Judea. So yeah, it'd be nice to have her, but I wouldn't really aim for her. Alright, next up is Bat. Bat post-evolution. He's... okay, the only good thing about him really is his skill. Yeah, that's all I have to say about him. He has a good skill. Yeah. Looking at the 5 stars, they're not going to be too useful to you. The killers they have, there's a lot better replacements for them. And the only people that might find them useful are people that play multiplayer a lot, because they have a lot of multiplayer boosts. But other than that, they're not going to be too useful to you. So yeah, don't get them. Alright, quick recap. Kenshiro, the base character, is useless. Don't get him. Kenshiro's final evolution, though, is pretty strong. There's no good fire leader in this game, though, so he's not going to be too useful. He's also not a good fire leader, so don't use him as one. His weapon evolution was pretty good, but it's a 2-1-1, so it's not as good as 2-2s like Ares or Mila Boreas. So yeah, Raoul, the base character, is pretty weak. His final evolution, though, is one of the top lap leaders in this game. So if I were to aim for a character, that would be him. His weapon is pretty decent. Same for Kenshiro. It's the same thing as Kenshiro. If you have a 2-2 weapon, then it's not as useful. But it has 2 fire row enhances. So if a fire row party ever gets strong again, then this weapon will be really good. Kaiyo, base character, it would be really good if you're super serious about the game. Other than that, no, don't get him. His second evolution, though, is good if you don't have Phenom. He's a worse replacement for Phenom, yeah. But even if you don't have Phenom, I'd say don't get him, because in the Japanese version, there's the music, whatever the music collab is happening already. So we might get it later. So don't waste your magic stones on a worse version. Yuria, she's the only 6-star worth getting. She's a really good support character in the game, but there's a lot better replacements for her, like Kanna from the Shina Bansho collab. The rest of the 6 stars are not too good unless you lap a lot, and the 5 stars are not amazing unless you really like ranking dungeons, you lap a lot, or you play multiplayer a lot. The thing is, you can't, even if you aim for the 7 stars and 6 stars, the diamond rate for this gacha is really low. So I believe, personally, it's not worth it to get it. So slowing down a bit, that was a recap. The thing is, if you want to complete this gacha, right, you should spend your money on it, or spend all your gems on it, because you're not gonna get this collab again until way later, is like everyone's guess, because the last time we got this collab was a long time ago, right? So yeah, but otherwise I'd say spend your magic stones, what, the 77 we got, on the Samurai Showdown egg machine, or if you want to be even safer, on a Godfest that might come later, right? So yeah. Alright y'all, thanks for watching. I'm sorry this video wasn't scripted at all. Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm a high schooler. It's really hard for me to script every video that I'll try to make, and to be honest, I'm usually gonna make videos like this unless y'all don't like it. If y'all have complaints about it, then I'll script every single video. But just know that I'll produce a lot less videos. Also, I really wanted to get this video out as quick as possible before you guys use your magic stones on this collab, because honestly, it's just not worth it. I'd rather y'all just save your magic stones or use it on the Samurai Showdown collab. But anyway, I hope y'all liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Would enjoy a comment of just suggesting anything that'll make it better. And yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.